Yes, Galatians, just 10 minutes, just 10 minutes. Hold on a second. Let me
Soon I'm climbing all four walls in my apartment. I can't spend.
Yeah, I got an appointment. But, I started to engage myself in reading the paperwork this morning, right? And immediately, like, I had to stop. I'm kind of scheming through it, and I was like, oh, wow, inserts from hearsay, videos from years ago. I see that in here. I just see a lot of the preparation coming from the prosecution, like stuff that if you had been out here for a while and went back, way back, dug deep, and listened to precarious videos that you didn't know you that was out there, right? And it was like, well, wait a minute. Okay, they got people that's looking and digging in videos and of course the Lifetime docuseries. You can see and read it and kind of hear it in your mind and in your heart, like, wait a minute, I heard that somewhere before, or I've read that somewhere before. So they pretty much have adopted it and mock it, all of it in here as part of their exhibits of Mr. Kelly's background. That's what they did in here. 25 years. I don't have time to go through this and read it on the screen today, but I will be back to read it for the people that kind of don't go anywhere much and wants to see what was in this proposed paperwork of the 25 years for Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly that was warrant. When I saw the word warrant on here and I had to go down, it's like, okay, well, what is warranting this 25 years? They're using the public opinion. They're saying that because the public came out in an outrage. The information that you guys saw coming from these particular ladies, such as that Faith Rogers and so on and so forth, that these people are living in fear of their lives, and the government wants to make sure that keeping Mr. Kelly behind bars is going to keep all of the young ladies safe. That's, so I think it's a little bit too much. That's just my opinion, because there's still being people out there going through what these people are imposing that Mr. Kelly has done to some of these ladies. I do want to start off just for a second, right? Because this is where I kind of stopped, that I was like, are you kidding me? And they put on here 4 categories that falls under Mr. Kelly's conviction. Enticement of children. I don't know how long you guys been out here, but I've been out here for a long time. And when I saw the first one, enticement of children, I think to myself, and then I think about what Mr. Kelly says about, this double jeopardy. It's just my opinion, right? And he talks about, things that had played out in the 2008 trial. And he said that he was acquitted for those things and he was able to go home. We know that Aaliyah was not the branded focus in 2008. We know that. We know that a lot of these other young ladies, which, what was this first one here? This is Jane Doe number 7, Angela stating information that she issued to them that, somewhere she was around 14 or 15 years old. But hold that thought. then when they talk about the children as part of one of the 4 categories, right? I could be mistaken, but I could have sworn that everybody that has spoken or wanted to speak through an attorney talked about how they received settlements. So I'm trying to understand why. I try to make it make sense to me when they picked him up, that becomes one of his charges now. Because now what they arrested him for and they put the handcuffs on him for, and they hauled him off. The people that are speaking out now after 2008, I don't see any children. So with the first one, the enticement of children, I have to say, in my humble opinion, and the level of defense attorney that Jennifer Bonjean is, and if there was disclosures, evidence clearly showing his attorney that there's children involved or whatever, I think that I don't think that she would have taken this case. If there is evidence and the level of an attorney that Jennifer Bonjean is, and they have enticement of children on there, I think that I am going to stay focused on that with her as Jennifer Bonjean, as she stated, the miscarriage of justice, meaning that she'll dig into, in my opinion, the SOL for all of this. She'll dig into, in my opinion, who was sent to Susan Logan and things like that. So on and so forth. If you can just think how I'm thinking for a minute, back in the time. You understand what I'm saying? So, and to make it where, okay, this is an irrelevant factor, so to speak, right? I understand that this government is throwing the shoe and the hat and the boot at this man to make, to have made things stick. I understand that. But that's how I see the enticement of children. I think that if that was heavily factual, I don't think that Mr. Kelly would actually have the number of support behind him, because as adults, as mothers, as parents, there's no way that anybody, would be comfortable supporting or advocating. So I still stand, because I don't think it's fair, but it doesn't matter what I think morally, that you want to come back and use something, like 20 years ago or 15 years ago, in this case like this, when these children, allegedly, most of them has spoken out, or somebody else has spoken out about how, Susan Logan was, the people was cutting these checks, and Mr. Kelly didn't know about most of this, and they was just making settlements. Now, the sexual exploitation of children through the production of child pornography. They say that Michael Avedon and a whole bunch, he issuing and doctorate and sent in some more videotapes of Mr. Kelly. That's what they said. So I'm wondering if, the same thing could possibly happen through his first trial. proving their age. Well, they don't have to do it. New York is over with, okay? New York is pretty much over with. I'm speaking of what I'm thinking and hoping that Jennifer Bonjean will bring out for the miscarriage of justice of Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly, but production of child pornography. I don't know. And they say one or something was played in the court, but you couldn't see it. You can only hear it. So they never really identify the age of anybody on that videotape. That's what I thought I heard out here. So, but it's included in here as one of the 4 categories. This one here, the forced labor, y'all. That one there is forced labor. And they said that this is a predator, a maniac, a psycho, a this, a that. That's what they said, right? And I'm like, well, okay. And you force labor without, I guess, handguns now, I guess, tying up somebody. Andrea Kelly said that she was the only one that was pretty much tied up, and so I'm like, forced labor. Let's break down forced labor. Asking or telling somebody to keep the house clean, or, go cook some breakfast, and, I think I want to wear my blue shoes today, go to the closet and get those out. I'm really trying to identify forced labor in a relationship that the females all indicated that they were in. I'm trying so hard. What is forced labor? Because if they have indicated that they were in forced labor, then God dang it, all of us is in forced labor. The prosecution is in forced labor by being made to write this shit up. It's forced labor. I'm really trying to understand forced labor. I have to go to work. Isn't that forced labor? I mean, I have a choice to not go. I do. But yet then the white man says, I can't eat unless I go. So in a sense, I'm kind of forced to go do some goddamn labor. You understand? When my grass grows tall, I'm forced to go cut it. Forced labor, or I could just let it grow as tall as my home and you'll never see it. I'm trying to understand this forced labor, because a man asks you or tells you when he is, I have to say the word, sexual arousal, and you my girl, you decide to live here, you decide to not leave. I'm trying to understand that. I've been trying for a very, 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 very long time. I know that's right, Shannon. Paying the light bill is some forced labor, because you got to go work and make that money to pay it. So that's forced labor. So, but I've just been so baffled about that, especially hearing from all of these ladies on this Lifetime docuseries and on all of these shows that they were on, and oh, that's my man, he looked good from the back, and and I'm and going in the courtroom and strutting the tall, but at the end they came to twist this shit around as if this man is a monster. I don't get it. There was who was that said something? Oh, I think that was who was that? Oh, he had the gun in the studio. You know what I'm saying? And man, turn that around. When everybody in the world, pretty much man out here, has a goddamn gun. If not the man, then the woman got one. That's wrong. You can't even have that. They flipped that story, what she did, scared for my life. They don't want to talk about that. But I'm telling you, my gut is telling me, Jennifer Bonjean, I want to know, Jennifer Bonjean, we need an answer as to, again, not from their damn books. Why you leave? You laugh and you come back. Well, you laugh and then you come back. You laugh and then you come back. Then you went next door to get some shoes from your uncle, just like how he said. That was his truth. He told the truth on that. You know how I know? Because she came out and said the same goddamn thing. So he didn't lie about that. He didn't lie about that. Exposure of others through unprotected sexual intercourse. They all got the herpes simplex. And right now, I guess with the herpes simplex, according to the government, we've got 25 years, 50 years, 100 years, when there is 85% of American people out here walking around with this goddamn herpes simplex. It's out there. So everybody should be going to goddamn jail. Everybody should be going to find their partner, not to the store, getting damn Carmex and shit like that. Go tell it. Go tell it. This is it, this is just those 4 categories alone. I was like, wow, incurable. We all know that it's incurable. Most of us, a lot of people were born with it through a parent, born with it. You got children out here that is born on with narcotics in their system, messed up from the parent. You don't see most of them getting locked up for 100 years. No, they just go into the system. They take the child. Your taxes pays for them. The child is unbalanced throughout his or her whole damn lifestyle. But the parent that had infected the unborn child, they didn't seek those kind. Allowed them to stay out there. But this right here, this is some hard shit, right? I got to get into this because I got to go, y'all. Just one more for the road. I want to mention, because I don't want to be late. I want to mention here this Angela lady here, 1990. She was sexually abused. Jane Doe, number 7. The sexual abuse began immediately after the defendant met Angela for the first time. Immediately. If I talk too long, I'll miss my appointment because I can get real deep into this shit. Bringing in me some Gloria Allred. Okay, y'all, let's see my Twitter post out there. Man, Gloria Allred wrote a hefty goddamn script up for a lot of women who feel that if something has happened to you 80 years ago, don't be afraid to come out. Shouldn't even took Gloria, if you ask me, because everybody watch TV. You see how this shit going on out here, right? But this girl says 14 and 15 years old that the defendant met Angela, and immediately that they started a sexual intercourse in his small 2-bedroom apartment. I got to go because once I got to this part, I'm sitting here like, hold up. Not once in this paragraph did it say anything about how Angela reached to her parents, a cousin, a grandmother, an uncle, a best friend, or nothing. You left this out. If they show me where these women try to go and get some freaking help immediately after Mr. Robert Sylvester Kelly is being accused of touching them and making them stay and doing all of this shit, you know what? I probably wouldn't have as many questions as I do in my head. But you gonna tell me that he immediately, the defendant sexually abused her immediately. This Mr. Kelly is just walking around balled up, furious with a bunch of anger, and he's out there, and the one word that they use in here kills me, you guys, is he lured. That's the killing part. He lured them, y'all. Lured with what? With what? Face and ass? You mean to tell me the man, he got out his Sprinter or got out whatever dune buggy car he chose to be in to say, hey, ooh, I like you. Yeah, I'm Mr. Kelly. Come on and roll with me. And the 14-year-old says, okay, I'm on my way. She didn't say, oh no, you too grown. I don't give a fuck that you is Mr. Kelly. Let's not just put all the blame on Mr. Kelly. A 14 and 15-year-old, I don't give a damn, has to take some accountability for this, for knowing what the hell is right and wrong. Now they can tell you after their so-called wound that, oh, you know, I should have known better, or I knew better. Now I want to know, and I know I never know, I'm just hypothetically speaking. What the hell was Angela's mom? What the hell was Angela's dad? Angela been missing for what, according to this paragraph, I'm just hypothetically speaking, for probably about 6 hours, because it says here, you know, she was in the bedroom, over at 2-bedroom house apartment. For how long? For how long? Where was the missing person report? For how long? For how long? Why did she go? Did he grab her up, throw her in the car? Because they use the word lured. Lured. But you notice in their stories, all of these females, none of them associate any danger with lured. No, they don't. Oh, he duct taped me. And one of the inner circle people jumped out, and that's lured. That's lured. That's lured. Kidnapping. Lured. None of them talked about that. All they says was that, oh, a number was passed out. Then throw the motherfucker away. Oh, well, he sent this. Well, don't, you know what? Because I could get in on this and I got to go, y'all. But one more thing. One more goddamn thing. Book and play the audio. I don't know how many of you guys caught that, right? And I'm not out here to support any individual. I just like giving my opinion and talking about it on whoever it is. Oh, well. But he played this video, y'all. In the video, no, I think it was Drunken Larry. I think it was Drunken Larry. Might have been Drunken Larry. And the video clearly says, and somebody gonna have to explain this to me when I come back Saturday night. But it says that, well, wait a minute. Don Russell, you want to be married to Don Russell? But he was the one that was up on the stage breaking up or got Alice Clary arrested. Now, somebody explain to me how this man, this Bookham is sitting over there saying it was Don Russell, it was Don Russell, it was Don Russell. Why in the hell would he put time and effort into going up on the stage trying to break up an animosity, a whole bunch of showcasting shit coming from the parents, right? To where it ends up he was involved or had breaking it up and got Alice Clary fucking arrested. Why would he do that? Why wouldn't he just allow Alice Clary to finish playing out whatever the hell she was doing on the stage? Since he is so against Mr. Kelly, since he is so Donna Khan. If I'm Donna Khan and I see Alice Clary up there on some bullshit and I'm against Robert Kelly, I'll step to the side and let her complete her mission. But he jumped in it. And Alice Clary ended up getting arrested after all. Don Russell told y'all that story. Nobody wanted to believe it. That boy over there, it sounds so goddamn convincing because he's so goddamn angry over a whole goddamn basketball game in Jasmine. So let me mix all of that damn Kool-Aid up. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to finish reading this because I really want to talk about, just this is bizarre, all of these goddamn old details. I really, pray that Jennifer Bonjean, once she gets it to the appellate, because it's going to get there. It's all time and preparation. It really is. And after that, Gloria Allred. Man, it needs to be a boycott on Gloria Allred. I understand her fight and some of it, just a little pinch of it, I can respect it for those that really, truly are out here going through sexual assault. I can respect that. But Gloria Allred, because the greed is there, the money heist is there. She's sitting with a little bit over 8 something, probably billion, some damn well. Yeah, because she's over 250 convictions against men. Against me. But nobody, I haven't seen it. I was digging my ass off because I would like to see Gloria Allred bring her abuser, her sexual assaulter, and place charges on him. I want to see her get her sexual assault in person 25 or more years. I want to see her get in court, act a fool, do all of this, bring up all of her shit from. I do. I want to see it. Don't go get everybody else's accusers. Go get your own. Let the world see how she could play that out. I'm gonna play a video for y'all on Saturday with her in this interview with this man, right? Gloria is loud. Gloria is feisty, but that's what money do to you. That's what money do to you. I watched a video with her coming with Vida is the lady who went after Trump. After Trump, right? And then Gloria, she wanted to sue Trump her damn self. Just money, 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 money. Like I say, I could respect her job as a pinch of salt. But for the most part of it, she's writing these scripts up. She's pushing, in my opinion, she's pushing these ladies into coming out to testify. She's pushing open all of these goddamn cases that's going on. She is, and I would not put it past her with the type of judging that Judge Donnelly has done on the stand, with the non-allowance of some things that should have been allowed from the defense, even with Cannon, right? That it wouldn't surprise me about the type amount of check or whatever that might be written. I think that she needs to be audited. I think that they need to look into her phone calls. I think, and that's just how the fuck I feel about it. Cause I went way back on Gloria. I'm like, hold the hell up, hold up here. This is crazy. It's like, man, I gotta get into it Saturday, y'all. I will see y'all Saturday night. I hate that the live is short, but I wanted to come on and just say hello to everybody, but I got to go. So I hope y'all have a blessed day. And one more thing, shout out to Lady D. Shout out to Lady D. I watch her, right? And shout out to Mel Cruz. Let me tell you why I'm gonna give him a shout out. He was on her live last night, right? And I watched Mel Cruz on his own podcast. I listened to him through his own podcast, right? When I can catch him. But when I say that Mel Cruz was so himself, you can feel it. Like he had no restrictions to talk. He wasn't told to hold on a minute or any of that. It's a big difference from the Mel Cruz that you guys saw on Sylvia's show. And I'm sorry. On Sylvia's show, I felt that he couldn't be himself. From the male that I saw as a woman, oh, I thought it was a man. But I got to tell you, perspective, I feel that he was loose. He was so comfortable. He had no restrictions on how he was talking or anything. He just flowed with it on Lady D. When I see I'm sorry, Mel. When I see her on Sylvia, I feel like she tightens up. I don't know why I want to keep calling it him, but like she tightens up and there's interruptions and there's hold on a minute, or I'm going to get it right, perspective, don't be beating me up. You know what I'm saying? But to hear her genuinely speak and rebuttal with Lady D on her channel last night, it was like a new, profound, refresh Mel. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, All right, so I plan on forgive me too. Male is a woman, male is a woman. I'm sorry, but that's what happened perspective with you behind us, behind the screen. So I don't know. I didn't know. Maybe, I didn't know. I apologize. So if you see her perspective, tell her I apologize. But I truly enjoyed her relaxation. The speaking out with Lady D. It was cool. You say had you confused over there? I mean, I just felt like that she was a little bit more restricted, tight clothes, and okay, all right, or whatever. But like I say, you guys got to go over and check Mills and Cruz and Lady D out. I enjoyed watching it, and it was pretty cool sitting there. I'm always in the bushes here and there, but yeah, Mel Cruz and Lady D, shout out to you guys. Understood it perfectly clear. You're representing, advocating, you're putting out just positive energy over there. And I was like, well, that's cool. Now, I ain't got time to get into the Book of Men Spitting Fire sequel. I just ain't got time right now today, but that's coming up, y'all. I got to jot some notes down on this shit. Either way it go, be careful with them goddamn snakes on a plane. Be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. At the end of the day, I'm willing, you know what, I'm going to say this. Drunken Larry going to have him a whole goddamn brand new house. Give it a year. Give it a year. And before I sit up to put a miracle in the house, I'm going to have my ass in the house. I'm going to have my ass in a Bentley, a Maybach. I'm going to have my ass in there. Ain't no way in the hell, boy. I was like, okay, chocolate, okay. That boy and my man, it's a whole cult. I ain't going to lie. That manipulate. I'm reading this book right now, y'all. Oh, my God. Now, I can relate to it a whole lot better. I really can. But, baby, I was like, and I get it. Everybody support each other. And got their own little groups. But I be a goddamn. Everybody done heard that whole New York transcripts and all that stuff. And shit, a rerun ain't finna cost me no 20 motherfucking fin, nigga. I'm just saying. Well, I ain't never seen so many geeked up. I ain't never seen it. I was in them bushes, and I was like, well, ain't this a bitch? They gonna fuck around. And that boy, shit, he gonna be in a 6-bedroom, a Maybach in the front, in a Bentley in the back. He gonna have a 12-foot deep dive swimming pool in the bright, sunny Las Vegas. And them people gonna still be sitting in the projects. I'm just saying, you got to put your priorities into a great perspective. It puts some respect on your own goddamn back. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Now that I'm gonna be late, I got to go. Yeah.
Told you so extra, but I know I'm the same, yeah. Love me in spite of my trauma. Give me what I need instead of the drama. Cause when it pop off, it's like, oh my. All good all day, but the night we be going so hard on the flip side. So tell me what we on a day, babe. I could keep that same energy. When you go low, I go low too. But you'd rather stay high, I know you. Can we stay high, babe? I'd rather be on that way. Tryna control our emotions. If we on the right side of passion, we could share love in the ocean. But if you wanna go insane, either way, baby, we could go all night. We could do it all night. We could go all night, all night. Do we heal, do we bleed? I'ma follow your lead, but we could go all night. Now all of my calls go to voicemail. I block you so I don't raise hell. Should've talked through it in detail. Our separate ways ain't gon' end well, no. But when we get back, it's like, oh my. All bad all day, but the nights I get that good till we act right. So tell me when we on a date, babe. I could keep that same energy. When you go low, I go low too. You'd rather stay high, I know you. Can we stay high, babe? I'd rather be on that wave, tryna control our emotions. If we on the right side of passion, we could share love in the ocean. But if you wanna go insane, either way, baby, we could go on. We could do it all night. We could go all night, all night. Do we heal, do we bleed? I'ma follow your lead. We could go on.
Okay. I've been calm, cool, collected, but you pushing on my nerves. And I'm knowing your intention, I'm under pressure. Okay, I'm admitting that a couple things I said got acidic in the tone. In the presence, I get careless. Long as you know I come with imperfections. When you look at me, you see the soul through my flesh. You something special. Know you looking bomb, the way you dressing, gone flex it, hold it still and let my mind digest. You got the leverage, you got the upper handle on the situation. You worthy of a million more of the storms that we weathered. We fight retreating, then fuck, but you trying to kill the cycle. When nobody stressing that body like me, I know the way you like it. I treat you like a queen, run the castle, you a treasure. Feel like you setting fire to my desire for the pleasure. You a gem, got me blameless, make amends, know you can, I'm out here
trying to control our emotions. If we on the right side of passion, we could share love in the ocean. But if you wanna go insane, either way, baby, we could go on. We could go all night. We could go all night. Do we heal, do we bleed? I'ma follow your lead, but we could go all night.